Friends, welcome to the video lecture of online GDP compiler using Python. So go to your Google, type online GDP compiler. First link onlinegdp.com. So this is a compiler. Now you have to choose a language. Here I am choosing Python 3. This is the editor. We have to type the program here. A equal to integer of input of enter the first number. Likewise, b equal to integer of input of enter the second number. So here the input statement display we enter the first number and this followed by enter the second number in the console. When user enter the number, input statement receives it as a string. In function converted as integer and storing it in the variable. The first value will get converted into integer and storing it in the variable A. Second value converted into integer and storing it in the variable B. Now the variable sum equal to A plus B. A plus B will get added and storing it in the variable sum. Sum is become an integer variable. Now I am printing print B sum equal to is a string. I am closing the double quotation followed by the variable sum. The result will get printed. So this is our program. To run this program, you have to choose the run symbol. So in the console, the bottom, it's asking you to enter the number. Enter a first number 10, enter the second number 20. Now the sum equal to 30. Now the second option is debug. When you're choosing the debug, the control will come to the debug mode. Here we are having a various option. The start, which helps to start the debug mode. Pause is used to pause the debug. Continue, what it will do, it will take the execution up to the first breakpoint. How to set a breakpoint? Go to the left side of the editor. Here we are having seeing number. You can make a click on it. Giving a single click, the breakpoint will set. So we give a continue. Okay, toss enter the first number 10. Toss the second number 20. I'm giving 20. If I enter, what it will do? It will see here. It will take the execution up to the first breakpoint. Sum equal to A plus B. Again, you hit a continue. This will display the result. Here we are having a various option. It is step over, step into, and step over. For example, you are having a function. What the step over will do? The step over will not go inside the function. Execute the function at a one touch, and it will do the result. Step into, it will take the control inside the function. Inside the function, it will navigate step by step. Step out, when you are inside the function, step out immediately. It will execute the entire code. It will come out of the function. So these are the things. For example, if you want to pause the execution, you have to put a pause. So the control will get pause. So these are the menu in the debug mode. To come out of the debug mode, what you will do, you have to go and hit the stop icon in the top. So this is the way you have to come out of the debug mode. Stop. Next, you are having a share. You want to share this to your friends, or if you are a teacher or a student, you have to select the share. The link will be there. One is a share code. We'll just copy the link. You control C, or you can copy and share it to anyone. Or you want to embed it into an HTML code. So this is the JavaScript for the link, and you will share it in your web page. So this is the way you have to share them. So next we are having a save. What you will do, if you give a save, it will be saved inside the project. I'm giving save here. Project name my Python. The program will get saved. Say my project is coming here, my Python. The program will get saved in a project my Python. Next, they're having a beautify what it will do. It will make some alignment and looking the code look very appealing. You give a beautiful will do this. So see that it will give a space and it make the code so appealing. So here we are having a download. You want to download this file. Okay, see there, all the file will execute it in the name of main.file. Want to download your code? I'm giving download. Okay, it will ask you whether you want to keep it or delete. I'm giving keep. See that the program will get downloaded in the name of main.file. I'm opening the notepad. So this is my code. So my code is opening in the notepad. This way I can download the file. So another option, for example, I want to upload a file. So see this icon. This is way I can upload the file. So I will click it. I have set up program. I'm choosing area and perimeter from my D drive Python programs. So it will come. Okay, in the name it will come. But one thing you have to note, the program only executes the code in the main.py. So you have to copy the code from here and you have to paste it. I'm overwriting my program. Paste it. Now you have to delete your program. Then run your code. Now my code is getting executed. So enter the radius. I'm giving 5. The radius is 5. Ask you to select calculate area. Option 1 to calculate perimeter. I'm giving option 1. So I'm getting a value. Area of circle with radius 5.0 is 78.53975. So in this way you can upload your program also. So here we are having a various option in the menu in the left hand side. So here you want to create a new project, you can create a new project. This is the way you can create a new project. This code will get stored in the new project. You want to give a save, it will ask for the project name. Can you project 2? Project will get saved in the name of project 2. So you want to see my projects. So these are the list of my project. It will display it with the date. There is this in the project folder. Next, you are having a classroom. So you are able to create a classroom. You will make the student to add in the classroom. For example, I'm giving an add. I'm giving a class title, Python learning class. Okay. So it is created now. We'll go inside the learning class. Here you can invite a teacher. You want to invite a teacher? We'll enter the email ID and invite a teacher. Student enrollment. You select the invite the student. Here you are having a link. Just select and give a Control C. And you can paste the link. By giving the link, you can invite the students. And you are able to add the provision is there. Okay, you can add assignment. So it will ask a lot of details like how to choose the give a date, due date, and language. Choose Python 3, and you have to give all the options. Okay, how to test the questions, test cases. You have to give grading system, date submission. So a lot of options is giving. You can explore and enjoy it. You want to conduct a classroom through the online GDB. So learning programs. So this is the way tutorials available. Learn C program, learn C program. You can click this. You can enjoy the tutorial. Given with an example. Choose the appropriate topic and learn. For example, if I'm selecting if else statement, I'm having a syntax of the if else statement and followed by an example. This is a good way we can learn. Next, you want to see the programming question. You have to select the programming question. You will find a lot of questions. This will help you to the placement preparation. So you are having various questions. And you want to upgrade your plan. You want to use a paid version. It's per month 59. At present, I'm using free version and it is premium version of 294 is half yearly and 460 8 days. So these are the various options available. You want to subscribe, you can subscribe to the appropriate option. So this I have already logged in this. If you want to log out, this will log out from the all the devices. So we have discussed the online GDB compiler for Python in this class. That's it. Explore and enjoy. That's it. We have discussed the online GDB for Python in this class. That's it. We have discussed online GDB compiler. That's it. We have discussed the online GDB compiler for Python programming in this class. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share, comment, and press the bell button. Thank you.